Okay, guys, second video. Want to do some a quick video on some easy to come by. Well, the West Coast stuff that I'm about to show, the funk records that I have are very easy to come by. Come highly recommended by me, the secretary. I'm doing this. I grabbed just a couple out of my record room just because, man, teacher. Shout out to teacher, man, because teacher was educating today. For real, with the whole West Coast hip hop video. Damn, I mean, like, really? Come on, man. That was a serious video. That was a nice piece of education and way to share that with people. I love the little side notes. The whole thing about Biggie. Who knew that? I didn't know that. If it's common knowledge, then you educated me. Took me to school, teacher, big homie out there on the West Coast. So these albums that I'm about to show aren't hard to come by. Like I said, they're easily affordable. I didn't want to go deep and sell it. I didn't want to go there because I'm not in my room. This is my girlfriend's crib. You know what I'm saying? And if I was in my room, believe me, I'll be thumbing through, pulling out some serious West Coast funk, but I'm gonna keep it in the shallow end of the pool. I'm gonna start with Tower of Power. Excuse me, but if you don't know about West Coast funk from the 70s and unparalleled horns, there ain't nobody messing with West Coast band funk horn sections. Tower of Power, Ninth Creation. Oh, what else? Cold Blood. Are you kidding me? Man, are you serious? It was like all they had was horns for sale and over in the West Coast during the 70s because everybody was a horn player. And I mean, and these West Coast bands have unparalleled horn sections. It will blow you out the room. But anyway, I picked this Tower of Power album. Now, really, my favorite Tower of Power is what was called East Grease Bay, their first LP. Woo! You got the funk. No, not Funkified. That's the second one. East Grease Bay, the one with the hat. That is just, I mean, that album should be a $200 album, and it's not. And that's why you should go get it. East Grease Bay or East Bay Grease by Tower of Power, but this one I picked because it has my man on it. This is one of three or one of two Tower of Power albums, one of three that had your man, the gentleman right bomb here, Mr. Lenny Williams. This came 5 years before Lenny Williams recorded his song "'Cause I Love You." And as you know, "'Cause I Love You" is one of those whining, begging, soulful songs that's coming out of the 70s. Girl, you know I love you. That one, well, let me give you another song. If you like that sound and you haven't been able to find it again, well, he's in this group, and there is a song called "Will I Ever Find a Love?" It almost reminds me, when I'm listening to it, of a Broadway. It seems like it could be in a Broadway play. But at the end, Lenny just lets it go. Oh my God, man. Pretty much talking about how he's waking up every day. He hasn't found his girl. Will I ever find that girl? Whoa, whoa. You know those little ad-libs that Lenny does, that all that stuff. I know I'm looking silly, but it's true. Man, if you guys pass this album up, man, snatch it next time. And the horn sections will blow you away. And they got "What Is Hip," which is a song that starts off funky and then eventually just spirals out of control and slaps you straight up in the grill with funk. So, yeah. Next one, Sun Bear. These guys are from LA. What's his name? Ernie Oliver and Wiener. God, I can never pronounce this. Schultzmer. That's them. This guy, the drummer. You know, this is unfortunate. It's one of the few albums that were recorded on Soul Train Records. Let me show you the label. The Soul Train. Boom. If you ask me, probably one of the best albums that was recorded on Soul Train Records. This album right here is so well produced and well polished. And guess who produced it? Mr. Soul Train himself, Don Cornelius. And it is a classic, ladies and gentlemen. It used to be one of those albums that when it popped up on eBay, you were like, do I really want to spend the $60? Do I really, will it begin the bidding more and get up to 80? Well, you know, like a lot of albums, it's lost its value. I don't know if it's lost its value, but people right now are not willing to pay as much as they used to for albums. There's a vinyl resurgence going on. A lot of people snatching stuff up, so I think this is probably going to start being hoarded again in collections, and it may become, you may see the value of it going back up, but you could get this for about 20, 25 bucks on average, maybe 30 bucks. I don't know, but you got to have it. Song recommendations. A lot of people like the song I Heard the Voice of Music Say. That's probably the most popular song off of this, and it's funky. But I like the opening song, Erica, because it has soulful singing in it, especially during the chorus. What is the other one? There's another one. Let Love Flow for Peace. God, I cannot think. I mean, this is an LP that I could listen to straight through, to be honest with you. I mean, damn. This movie. This I was reading the back of this Freudian slip, but another song. These guys from the West Coast, another West Coast shout out. Third one. This is General King, named after the lead singer Michael McDowell. Went to military school. And General Kane was one of the superiors in that school that supported his musical endeavors. And he paid homage to that man by naming his band that. Now, this guy's been associated with a lot of acts. He started off with groups with members of War and so on and so forth. There's a lot of history in this album as far as the band members that are involved, and I can't get into it because I can't remember. I read it a long time ago, tried to link all the names up, and it just kept on going. Every stone that I overturned, it was just some more stuff to how the members of the band were linked. I mean, look at all. Those are all the names. See where it says the cast? This whole section. So it's deep. And I got into an epic battle on YouTube in the comments section about funk in the 80s. Back then, we're talking quite some time ago, I wasn't feeling 80s funk, and I was down in it. I wasn't crowning it. I was knocking it. And I upset a lot of people on YouTube when I did that. I still kind of feel that way. I tend to stay away from stuff from the 80s. Then there is stuff that creeps in the 80s that's worthwhile and worth a listen. This would be one of them. There's a song on here called Shake, up there with Don Blackman, Bernard Wright. Come on, help me out. That type of sound, that new age funky sound, not Parliament. No. I'm talking synthesizer funk. For those of you that are out there on the West Coast, teach Fatback Funk, Dame Funk, kind of like that sound. I know you guys are shaking your head right now. Yeah, that's the sound. That's the sound. So one of the few 80s albums that I like, and this is from 1980. This is on Groove Time Records, and Groove Time Records is out of Cali too. San Bernardino. This is what the label looks like. Autofocus only does its job when it wants to, but Anyway, that's that one. Let's see, I got roughly 5 more minutes, so I probably could show you. I got 4 more I wanted to show you. Let me just pop this one up here. This is Nolan, guys. Nolan Porter. Nolan Porter. Real quick history. Little Feat. Frank Zappa. What is it? The Mothers of Invention. That's who he was involved with. All of these guys. They call this Northern Soul. A lot of his sides, his singles were Northern Soul. I would not say it's Northern Soul. This is probably a hybrid album of sorts, where you have a heavy rock influence with soulful singing. And then every once in a while, he lets the funk out of the door too, especially on the song, of course, if you guys know what it is, I Like What You Give, which has one of the most intense drum break, let the drummer have some in the middle of the damn song breaks that I've ever heard in my life. Very simple, but intense. It's called I Like What You Give. I'll link it up. But if you guys, for all you guys that like classic rock, this has a heavy influence of that. One of my favorite songs that's more rock influenced is called Keep On Keeping On. On this album, Nolan. And I don't know, I have both of his albums. He only released 2 albums. And one of them is a promo. I don't know if that is this one. It's on ABC Records. And this is, let me see, 1972. And there's the white label promo. I keeps this one by my side. This actually gets a lot of turntable time. It's not a bench warmer at all. 1969, first LP by the man himself, Mr. Willie Hutch. We all know Willie Hutch to do Foxy Brown, Blaxploitation soundtrack, and also the Mac Blaxploitation soundtrack on Motown. But this is his RCA recording. This is his first solo recording on RCA. My copy, as far as the cover, is beat up and stained. It's so beat up. I do this when I have albums where I don't want to jeopardize the integrity of the cover anymore. I just kind of put it in the back so I don't have to keep taking it in and out, especially if it gets a lot of play. But Willie Hutch, man, you know, guys, he speaks for himself. He's a finger-plucking guitar player that is just, and he sings, and it's good stuff. It's Northern Soul. It doesn't stand out to be super special, but, I mean, it's dope. So, you know, I just wanted to show off that piece. And then the final one is a Paulette Reeves. This is on Blue Candle label, which is a subsidiary label of TK Records, or TK Disco, or whatever you want to call it. If you guys have any Blue Candle 45s, or you see a 45 on that label, then you just need to go ahead and say, am I going to keep it, or am I going to buy one of those $600 VPI cleaning machines, because they are very, very rare and expensive. There's a couple of them that are $100. Not too many albums recorded on this label. Funk Group 13th Floor recorded on this label. That's a heavy hitter LP. This is kind of jazzy, and also this young lady was discovered and produced by Clarence Reed. And as we all know, Clarence Reed did his own thing on Alston Records down in Florida, but later became Blowfly, the pornographic, rapping, costume dressing fool Blowfly, which had the funky stuff over comedy, kind of like a Rudy Ray Moore type skit, but you know, he was musically inclined as well. This LP is pretty dope. Like I said, it's kind of jazzy, very airy, mellow kind of singing by her, but I mean, she has a voice. I think she recorded 2 LPs on Blue Candle, maybe 3, I'm not sure. That's one of them. And this kind of this find came from the Salvation Army's what do you call it, warehouse. I was able to get into there, in the back of there, and you know, I had to grab everything that was rare. I didn't have a lot of time to do it. That was one of them. But that's all I got for you guys. That's my little funk edition. Haven't made it far. I think the next video that I make will be a hip hop video. Teacher, it's really you set the bar high, brother. So, you know, I gotta get back on it, man. Good looks, good video. Thanks for watching, guys.